A very good morning to all the students. As in yesterday class, we finish up with write data to a file. So let's see how you write data to a file. There are basically two types of function to write the data to a file. One is your write and another one is your write line. What write did? Write the data to a file syntax is write then a string. You have to pass a string, and remember, as I told you, there are two type of files. One is text file, another one is binary file. So for write, if you want to write something in text file, the syntax to write a string to a text file is written over here, and for binary file it's written over here. Okay, so for text file write a string, and for binary file write byte a string. Next function is write line. If you write a line or write all string in a list as a line to a file, then you have to use write line function. To write the data to an existing file, you have to use the following mode. R is for W, okay, and a is for appending the data into a file. See, open the file dot open the file. How will you open? As I told you, the open function you will use. Okay, then f out dot write, and you can write simply to the file. That means you are appending data to a file. Fine. And if you want to overwrite the content to the file, then you will open the file and write the content. Here W shows that you want to overwrite and A shows that you want to append the content to the file. So let's see one more program. Write a program to take the details of a book from the user and write the recording in the text file. F out, you can open file with the open function. Now take a input from the user. This for loop will read, and the range is n till you will not end the record. Find, print, enter details of a record and I plus 1. Then title, in again input, you can take input from the user. Price, again take input. Okay, and remember the data types are also written over here that you have to take in float data type. Then record, title, concatenate, its record is concatenating the data. Okay, so how you will get then write record and close the file. How many records? The output will come how many records you want to write in a file. Enter the details of record 1. Enter the title of book Java. Enter price of the book is 250. Fine. Similarly, as you enter over here 3, then it will ask 3 times. Fine. Okay. Next, append the data to a file. What do you mean by append the data? This operation is used basically to add the data in the end of the file. It does not overwrite the existing data in a file. To write the data in the end of the file, you have to use the following mode. That is A. A is using appending. Now, write a program to take the details of a book in the end of the text file. From here, you will get it that you have to append the data because it's saying write the record in the end of the text file. First open the file, then take input from the user, go for the loop, then enter your details, whatever detail you want to enter in the file, and write the record f out dot close. Close your file. See, this is your file. Already three records were there: Java, C++, Python. Now at the end of the file we add 2 records. Okay, that is DBMS and computer networking. Fine. Now how you will delete? The third one next is delete a file. For to delete a file, you have to import the OS module. Don't forget to import OS module because OS module contains the delete function and use remove function. Okay, import os.remove, then book.text. Here you enter which file you want to remove. Now check if file exists. To avoid getting an error, you might want to check if the file exists before you try to delete. Example, check if file exists, then delete it. How you will, just as I told you, if you want to remove or delete any file, that you have to import OS module. If OS path dot exist means it is saying that the path, if it exists this file, then remove the files, else print the file does not exist. Till here we did all the things with the text file. Okay, as I told you, there are two kind of files. One is text file and another one is binary file. So we did write, read, write and delete with the text file. Now we will work with binary files. What are binary files? Binary files are used to store data in the binary format, that is 0 or 1, which is understandable by the machine. That's why we need text file. The user or a human can understand the text file, but they can't understand the binary files that would be understandable by machine. So when we open the binary file in our machine, it decodes the data and display in a human readable format. Write data to a binary file. Pickle is a special Python package. Pickle is a Python package, okay, that is used to generate data into binary file format. Pickle comes with a few methods like dump to write data in a binary file. So basically pickle is package which is used to write a data into a binary file, which is used for binary files. So here you import pickle, then list, it is empty list, okay, while true, the loop will true, till the loop will true, it will go this function, else if when the condition get false, it will take out from the loop. So roll input student roll number, s enter student s name, enter student data, then student. Now create a dictionary for a student, roll, then name as name, find list dot append student, add the dictionary as an element in the list. Okay, you have to add this dictionary in the list. Choice input, what to add, more record, yes or no. If n means no, break here. Otherwise, if you want to, the loop will go again, continue. File, open student.dat file. What's the extension for binary file? That is dat. Okay, dat. Open, it will open a binary file and write mode. WB is for write mode. In yesterday class, I already told about this thing. Pickle.dump list file. Then file.close. Pickle, remember why we use pickle. It's import the package pickle, then we use dump function to write data into a file. In text file we use write function, in binary file we will use dump function. List file, output is written over here, enter student roll number, enter student name. Want to add more record? If yes, then again continue with this thing. If no, break and over here. So we did how to write a data in a binary file, and to write a data in a binary file we use dump function and import package pickle. Now read data from a binary file. To read data from a binary file, we have to use load function. Okay, just simple import pickle file, because you want to only read data from a binary file, so no need to continue with list and all. Okay, so file create empty list or anything. File equals to open student.dat. You want to open this file. RB is for read, binary, B is for binary. List equals to pickle dot load, because already created list is over here. So you, for reading, load function is used over here. Read, load, file, print list. Whatever in the your list is there, it will print it. Okay, then close the file. The output, yeah, we write down the data. Fine. Then now, how will you update a record in a binary file? Suppose you want to add something more in already existing files, or you want to update, you want to change roll number or name, anything. So, how will you update a record in a file? Import pickle, roll number, input, enter roll number whose name you want to update in a binary file. If you want to update Anil, then enter the roll number. It will ask for the roll number. Then simply open the binary file, read the binary file, found 0. If and then list. For loop will go X in list. If roll number is there, okay, it will say found equals to 1. X name equals to enter new name. If roll number is there, it will ask for the new name. Then it will append in the list. If found equals to 1, file.seek 0, pickle dump, then write down dump is used here for uh, writing new record. Then record updated, else roll number does not exist, file close. See, output is here. It first asks that enter roll number whose name you want to update in a binary file. 1202 you want to enter new name. The last Sunil is written over there. So, but now you want to update Harish. It will update the name. Then record. It will show record is updated. Now, how you will delete a record from a binary file? Simply import pickle. Okay, which roll number of which roll number student you want to record, delete the data. So enter roll number whose record you want to delete. File, again open the file, load the file, that will read your file, then found 0. Simply the same as you done for the updated, the same thing will happen over here, only change will here, that record is deleted. See, if roll number not an X, roll list dot append X. Find else found 1. If found is 1, file seek 0, pickle dot dump, list file print record, delete, else roll number does not exist. File dot close. Enter roll number whose record you want to delete. 101 record deleted. It will delete the record. Now you want to search something in your file. How you will do? Import pickle again. The same thing is already done in the last program. Fine. See here. If roll number in X roll, print name student is X dot. Whose name you want to search. Okay. First you ask for the roll number. Just enter roll number that you want to search in a binary file. Print name of a student is, then break if you find the name, and record break here. If record does not exist over there, then it will say record not found. Suppose you want to Harish name you want to search. Okay, it asks for roll number, and then it will say name of student is tell and seek method. What tell do? It returns the current position of a cursor in file. Again I am repeating, it returns the current position of a cursor in a file. Example, see the example. Just open a file, write whatever you want to write a file, then print f out tell. So it shows the current position. Count from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. Now your cursor is on 14 position, that why it will give 14. That your cursor is on, current position of the cursor is on 14. Okay, so tell function will return the current position of a cursor in a file. Seek, offset. 1. Seek is used to change the cursor position by bytes as specified by a offset. Find, change the current position by bytes as specified by a offset. Just open a file, that write f out seek. Here we give the offset, the position of for the cursor. Okay. Now print f out tell. It will tell the position. Here you change the position. It changed the position. The cursor is, when cursor is on 14, now it will go to 5. Fine. F out dot seek 5, print f out dot tell, f out dot close. Till here it changed the cursor position. Now you are asking what is the current position of the cursor? The current position of the cursor is 5. Next, file input output attributes. These are some input output attributes: name, mode, encoding, close. Name, it just returns the name of the file. Mode, mode of the file, read, write. Okay. Encoding, it encodes the format of the file. Close, just return true if the file close, else return false. See here one more example. Open the file, write the content whatever you want to do with the file. Print name of the file, file mode, file encoding format. Is the file closed? Then f close. Is file closed now? Okay. Name of a file. The name of the file is dstory.txt. File mode, it's readable mode. Fine. File encoding format, it will be given by the computer. The encoding format itself, so it's the encoding format for story.txt. Till here file is not closed, so it gives the value false. But now f.close, the file get closed, so the value is true. Value becomes true. Pickle module, we already studied that we have to import pickle module, pickle package for doing anything with the binary files. Okay, see in, yeah, Python pickle is used to serialize and deserialize a Python object structure. Any object on a Python can be pickled so that it can be saved on a disk. Pickling. Pickling is a process whereby a Python object hierarchy is converted into a binary stream, byte stream. Unpickling, a byte stream is converted into object hierarchy. To use pickling method in a program, we have to import pickle module. Just import using import keyword. Example, import pickle. In this module, we shall discuss to a function of pickle module. There are major two functions of pickle module. One is dump and another one is load. Dump is used to store and write the object of the file, and load is used to read the object data from file and returns the object data. See how you will do. We already done in binary file also. Okay, so import pickle, take a empty list, roll number, name and marks. Now append with the list. L dot append roll number, L dot append name, then marks. Open the file, student dot data, pickle dot dump L. It will dump will write information to the file. Now close. So enter roll number, you enter, then student name, then the marks. It will now add these things to a student data file. Okay. Here, how you will read the object from a file. Just import, then open a file. Load L equals to pickle dot load file, file dot close. It will showing the pickle data. These things it will show roll number, name and marks. See, showing the pickle data. The data written in the file is this one. Fine. It will show this thing. Now, what are CSV file? CSV file are comma separated values. Okay, the the date in the file which contain comma separated values are known as CSV file. A CSV file is a type of plain text file that uses a specific structuring to arrange tabular data. CSV is a commonly format for data interchange as it is compact, simple and journal. Each line of a file is one line of a table.csv file, have.csv file extension. Okay, you already worked with the Excel. Have you ever converted Excel file in CSV? In simply in Excel, you will get the data in a tabular form. Whatever data you are getting in Excel file in a tabular form, the same data you will get in CSV file by separating comma, not in tabular form, that is only separated by a comma. Okay, see, one example is given over here. If we continue this data in Excel file, then these are be written in separated cells. But here comma is used. See, after roll number comma is used, the name of the student after comma is used, then stream and so on. The same roll number is your 1, the name separated by comma Anil, then R, then 4 to 6. Okay, like as you can see, each row in a new line and each column is separated with a comma. This is an example of how CSV file looks like. To work with CSV file, we have to import the CSV module in our program. If you want to see CSV file, how it look like in real format, so any Excel file on your computer, just convert it into a CSV file. Save that Excel file in CSV format and you will get a real look of CSV file, how it look like. So to work with CSV file, we have to import CSV module in Python. Okay, how read a CSV file? To read data from CSV file, we have to use reader function. Find the reader. The reader function take each row of the file and make a list of all columns. Import CSV with open data.csv as F. Remember, learn these code. Okay, this will use for the CSV. Just import CSV with open. Here you have to write with open, then the path, then what read write. Okay, RT mode of the file as F. Data equals to CSV reader because you want to read data from the CSV. For row in data, then print row. Now it will print all the row. This is your output. The file contains roll number, name of the student, stream, marks, and it will look like this. Okay, if you want to read a file. Then write. How you will write data into a CSV file. When we want to write data in CSV file, you have to use writer function. Writer function. To iterate the data over the rows, you have to use the write row function. Okay, import CSV file with open c data.csv, write down the mode, then new line as a file. So with is a keyword over here and don't forget to put semicolon. Open function, you know, when you work with CSV, write down with as a file and put semicolon. Write new record in a file. If you want add some record, it will write writer.write row. It will give the row in which row, third. Okay, that the next row is your roll number is 3, Shivani, commas, then so on. So it will write down like this. When we shall open the file in Notepad, then the content of file will look like this. So today we finish up with file handling. Okay, I will give you some question for file handling. You have to do in your notebook and make notes properly in your notebook. Fine. When you prepare your notes, you can send to me. I will check